Today on Getting Real with the Housewives, Karen Huger puts Giselle and Robin on blast after a woman denies having an affair with Chris Bassett.
And Chris and Candace have been vindicated, and I'm so happy for them.
Yeah. Kathy Hilton doesn't think Kyle and Mauricio will get back together as Morgan Wade makes her Real Housewives of Beverly Hills debut. Plus, Teresa Giudice reveals how her friendship with Jackie Goldschneider got back on track.
She's being her own person, which I'm so happy for her.
Yeah. And Kim Zolciak is getting dragged for a fake sonogram. Caroline Stanbury's husband documents her facelift, and Alexis Bellino gets cozy with Shannon's ex. We've got that plus so much more on today's Getting Real with the Housewives. Hey guys, Christina Garibaldi here, and welcome to another big week of Getting Real with the Housewives. Let's get right into it, starting with your comments. Din says Tanya should never have gotten a peach, and Marlo and Sheree need to be demoted. This is talking about, of course, the Atlanta shakeup that may or may not be happening. I'm pretty sure that maybe we'll bring in some oldies, some newbies. I think that there definitely will be something going on in Atlanta. Another user says, I love Sutton with her friend Megan Tilly. I would love to see Meg added even as a friend of. I couldn't agree with you more. The scenes of the two of them together are so great. It would be great to have her into the mix. Well, speaking of Beverly Hills, let's get to the news, starting with Kathy Hilton, because she doesn't think her sister Kyle plans on rekindling her romance with Mauricio. She said on the Today Show, there's no way Kyle would have gone this far unless she really thought about it. While her daughter, Paris Hilton, chimed in saying that her aunt was looking hotter than ever. Kathy later clarified her statement to Extra, saying, look, I said that. She would, no way, because a lot of people were asking before that, is this a storyline? Now, there is no way that any one of these girls on the show would use something like that. I think she has thought long and hard. I would love it if they could put it back together. That would be great. Never say never. Kyle later responded to Kathy's remarks, also telling Extra, here's the thing. The truth is, my sisters have been very supportive by offering their support, texting me, calling me, but I haven't shared with my sisters anything about really what's going on in my marriage, to be honest. That's a fact. I have very few people that I share everything with, but I tend to keep to myself when I'm going through a difficult time. She said she actually texted Mauricio after Kathy's statement, and he said, I'm not even looking at these things anymore. I'm not going to do any deep dives. Now, all of these comments come after Kyle and Mauricio reunited for Thanksgiving, and it seemed like they had a really fun time celebrating the holiday together. Kyle said it was a really good time. It seems like, at least as of right now, they're amicable, they're co-parenting, and like Kathy said, never say never. So hopefully these two maybe figure something out in the future. We see Morgan made her big debut on this week's episode of Beverly Hills, so maybe we'll get more answers to that relationship going forward. But yeah, still a lot of the pieces of this puzzle need to be kind of figured out, and only time will tell. Well, this was a really interesting story of the week. So the Real Housewives of Dubai star Caroline Stanbury's new face brought out her husband Sergio's to tears. So Sergio documented Stanbury's facelift journey, sharing a vlog that recorded his emotional reaction to her surgery on Instagram. He said, this was probably one of the hardest moments of my life, seeing the person that you love with all your heart suffering and in pain, how she was. It was very hard. He went on to share that while he didn't initially agree with the procedure, he supported her decision. He said, as a husband, I will always support her and here for her, and as much as I was against it, she really wanted to do it, so I was there for her, supporting and helping her day to day. I'm very proud of you, and just seeing how happy you are with the result, it makes me very happy. Now, Caroline also posted a photo over Thanksgiving break saying, new face, new me. I'd love to know everybody's comments to this video. It was sometimes kind of hard to watch. I mean, he's sitting there crying as she's coming out of this facelift. Obviously, I'm sure a very painful procedure, but it was definitely a little cringeworthy at times. But hey, your face, do what you want. She seems very happy, and as long as they're happy. But thank you, Sergio, for gifting us with this video. All right, well, the Real Housewives of Orange County alum Alexis Bellino is bonding with fellow Bravo celebrity Shannon Beador's ex-boyfriend, John Jansen. Alexis's publicist told Page Six, Alexis and John have so much in common that it's easy to see why they are quickly becoming friends. Interesting. Alexis and John sparked romance rumors when they were photographed sitting next to each other at a group dinner. He posed with his arm around Alexis in the snap, which was, of course, taken at the Quiet Woman in California. So Alexis's rep said that the pair happened to be at the Quiet Woman at the same time when they initially met, and a friendship was born. He added that Orange County is a small place, so it's not surprising that they would cross paths. Well, shortly after the photo, began circulating online. Shannon, who of course dated John from 2019 to 2022, took to Instagram to spread some positivity. She captioned a series of photos saying, "A good laugh heals a lot of hurts." Now, Shannon, as we know, Shannon and Alexis never starred on OC together, but they have had some serious off-screen drama. So in 2018, Alexis's now ex-husband Jim filed a $1 million defamation lawsuit against Shannon and Tamra Judge for theorizing on their podcast that Jim would end up in jail for alleged shady behavior. Shannon won her case in 2020 and was awarded $137,000 to compensate for her legal fees. Tamra and Jim, meanwhile, reached a settlement. It's interesting that they had to release a statement about taking a photo together. You know, it seems like maybe this was used for a little bit of publicity, maybe to get under Shannon's skin, who knows, or maybe he is just kind of moving on to the next OC housewife. We do know that Alexis and Shannon did reunite at BravoCon because she was on hand to give Vicky her wife award at the Bravo's award show. So who knows if they cross paths there, but definitely an interesting story. All right, well, in October earlier this year, claims surfaced that Candace Dillard's husband had a month-long affair with another woman by the name of Ayanna Williams. Well, on the weekend of November 25th, Ayanna shared on Instagram that this is not true. She said, "I lied. I never met Chris Bassett." She added, "I never talked to him. I made the whole thing up. I'm sorry that my actions hurt people." Now, this came as a shock to a lot of people because Giselle and Robin went to their podcast after this came out saying that they believed this woman 100%, that they backed her. Well, we caught up with the grande dame herself, Karen Huger, and here's what she had to say about the allegations and if Giselle needs to apologize to Candace. Take a look. I think over the weekend, this woman came forward saying that she never even met Chris because there was all those infidelity rumors.
But, you know, this is why I say I'm never quick to do a knee-jerk reaction. And when Robin and Giselle went on their podcast, pretty much endorsing this woman very quickly, in less than 24 hours, I think that's where we make our mistake too, because give truth the time to come out. And now this woman has revealed, which I never believed it anyway. I'm always rooting for the marriages in our group too, because it's hard to have a marriage.
Sure.
And I don't celebrate it. So shame on Giselle and Robin for that one. And yes, Chris and Candace, I am so happy for them. And for this young woman, shame on you. But I'm glad that you had the fortitude and the moral compass to come and own your shit.
Right. Do you think Giselle owes her an apology now?
You know what? Candace probably doesn't care.
Sure. Yeah.
She doesn't care. So whether I think she does or not, let us move on to the next thing. This has been resolved. It's done. Sure. And Chris and Candace have been vindicated, and I'm so happy for them.
Yeah, they've weathered some storms.
They have weathered some storms, and that makes for a good relationship.
Definitely.
They're 5 years in, and I'm really proud of them.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Karen. Not sure that Candace really cares. All right, well, people are not happy that Kim Zolciak posted her daughter Brielle Bierman's fake sonogram as clickbait. She took to Instagram to share a black and white image of a sonogram with the name Bierman Brielle written in the top left corner. Caption the post, "I'm so excited to be a grandma." Well, the hyperlink leads to a Celeb Buzz article from July that quotes Brielle as saying her mom will be the best grandmother one day. Now, this comes after Chase Bank alleged that Croy is $13,000 in credit card debt. This goes back as far as November of 2022. The Chase Bank lawsuit comes 1 month after Croy and Kim were ordered to pay nearly $230,000 to Simmons Banks after receiving a final default order. This family is just kind of a mess right now. They post these clickbait photos because if they get clicks, they get some money in return. So she's trying to make money any way that she can to make jokes, or not even jokes, to clickbait on somebody's pregnancy and things like that. It just seems very like an icky situation to me. Not the best way to get money, but it seems like maybe desperate times call for desperate measures. All right, well, let's get into our social spotlight of the week. And Jackie and Teresa are hanging out off camera and solidifying that friendship. The two were snapped at a holiday party over Thanksgiving weekend. And we recently caught up with Teresa, who told us that it was actually Gia that helped bring her and Jackie together. Take a look. I am looking forward to seeing your relationship with Jackie evolve, though.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm happy about that.
It was really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. And Gia helped with that.
Oh, that's great.
And, Yeah, because, she had people in her ear that she was listening to. So now she's being her own person, which, I'm so happy for her.
Yeah.
And, you'll see how that evolves.
Yeah. This season of Real Housewives of New Jersey is definitely going to be interesting now that Jackie has kind of switched sides. So we'll have to wait and see how that one plays out. Well, that is it for this week's episode of Getting Real with the Housewives. Let me know in the comments what you think about Kyle and Mauricio, what you think about Caroline Stanbury. Lots to get to, lots to talk about. So please let me know in the comments, and I'll check in with you guys next week.